Welcome back to the Red Path. Today, we're going to have a chat about fine-tuning your list. Welcome back. So today I want to focus on a pretty niche aspect of writing your list. There's a lot of content out there that talks about the big things when writing, adapting for the meta, finding synergies, efficiencies and the like. But a particular skill that is wholly within your power is the concept of fine-tuning. In short, this is the last step process, top-down review of your army and seeing what minor war gear changes or unit swaps slightly improve the overall power of your list. I don't necessarily think that this is something that is going to elevate a list from a 2-1 to a 3-0 standing, but it could very well help you get an extra 5 to 10 VP in a game. I really started diving into this after reading Ewan Bedford Cooper's review of his games at the LGT back in September. I'll link to his blog post about it, but in short, he discusses why he chose particular marks of chaos, Nurgle for the Decimators for example, and that's because they have very niche advantages like not being harmed by particular Death Guard stratagems or Slaanesh being vulnerable to particular Eldari stratagems and so on. So this snippet made me start thinking, what in my list can I improve on the micro scale that may pop up once in a while and prove an advantage? So I looked at my list, at least the list I was running at the time, and started from the top. I was happy with my HQs and my Berserkers, but I'd been including 2 units of 5 Chaos Space Marines for backfield objective control. I was in the process of transitioning back to Cultists, 1 of 10 and 1 of 20, but realised that in all of my test games, the Chaos Space Marines OBSEC had never ever been an issue. Sitting at the back, they either held it all game or they died, and it didn't matter. What they did occasionally do was run out to charge and infiltrate a unit or attempt to bait a heroic intervention. So I was leafing through the codex and remembered a unit that is synonymous with useless. Chaos Chosen. They're exactly the same points-wise as Marines, but instead of having OBSEC, they gain multiple weapon options, +1 attack and +1 leadership. It's not bad, it's certainly an improvement, but you know what else they get for the same at 14 points per model? The ability to run with a chainsword, a bolt pistol and a bolt gun. Marines are either or, but the Chosen can be relatively active in the shooting phase and the combat phase, and given squishy evil elves are pretty common in my meta, bolt guns for Overwatch aren't always terrible when in defensible terrain. So, for absolutely no points lost, I gained 10 bolt gun shots, 5 extra chainsword attacks, and a further boost to morale, which isn't bad for free. The next improvement I've made is following Louis Ugaldi's World Eaters at the New Orleans Open earlier in October. Scanning Lewis's list, I noticed the Raptor champion was equipped with 2 chainswords. I checked the codex, and of course it's totally legal. Well, hot damn, that's a free attack. You see, your Raptors, being quite fast, will often get close to an enemy they wish to charge, so will fire off 4 bolt pistols and throw a crack grenade, or special weapons if they're carrying them. By using the champion to throw the grenade, that model is free to dual-wield chainsaws and presumably toss the grenade with their teeth. This provides an additional strength 4 -1 attack in combat for no realistic loss in shooting. A final improvement I want to quickly highlight is more math hammer related, but in essence, sometimes you can find a unit that does the same job, but if not better, certainly for cheaper. If my math is correct, it takes 27 bolt guns from a 3-up source to eliminate 10 cultists at 50 points, assuming no cover or other buffs. Similarly, it takes 27 bolt guns to remove 1 chaos spawn at only 23 points. Even at half the wound count, a native 5-up save and toughness 5 means the efficiency of the incoming bolters is greatly reduced. Of course, it only takes 1 wounded melter to probably remove the spawn, and it would only give a single cultist, but in my opinion, having a melter spent on my spawn is likely better than having it spent on a drill or contemptor. So there's some examples. Sure, the Raptor trick is 100% stolen from another, but this itself highlights how you can improve your lists, and it all boils down to research. I've been reading and rereading the core rules and codex, looking for minor interactions that may or may not improve our chaotic quality of life. Some have been hits, others have been misses, but it means I now have an almost encyclopedic knowledge of our codex and rules. I shit you not, I can list build mentally, and do so when driving home from work. Aside from some of the more esoteric Forge World units, I can probably tell you the base cost of at least any codex unit. But yeah, that's the point. By getting the due diligence done on the bookwork, by studying what other people have success with, by running the numbers, it is still, after 4 years, possible to find little gems of improvement that can add an extra attack here or some small arms fire there, or even save you 25 odd points for a couple of cheeky melt guns somewhere. Okay, I hope this helped you a little, if not in the practical examples, then in the importance of doing the legwork to maximise your list efficiency. Until next time folks, stay healthy, stay safe and kill main burn.